with me right now is a guy who's trying to find a middle ground. He's one of those blue dog Democrats you hear so much talk about. But this one in particular, I guess you could call him the Cal Ripken of not only the blue dog Democrats, of Congress in general. Since he arrived in 2007, Congressman, you've never missed a vote, right?
That's right. Going on 4,200 straight votes.
Well, good for you. Good for you. So the big vote tonight,
Right.
how will you vote?
I'm going to vote no because I don't like this two-step process. I can't imagine there's anybody on the planet that thinks it's a good idea to put ourselves in this same position 6 months from now. We have to avoid default. That has to be the first priority. But nothing about this process can inspire confidence in the financial markets. And we have to give them certainty that we're not going to put ourselves 6 months from now.
So every Democrat votes against it. Speaker Boehner gets most Republicans to squeak it by. I'm told, given the absences and all, he needs actually 213 votes. Who knows? Yeah. But whatever, it passes. Then what?
Well, then it's going to come to the Senate. It's going to fail in the Senate, and then hopefully Senator Reid is going to have a plan that he's ready to send to the House, and there has to be a backup plan ready for Tuesday because we can't get to August 2nd not ready to act and avoid default.
I don't think you're going to have something ready. Not you specifically. I don't think you're going to be ready.
Well, we have to because
I know you have
avoiding default is the #1 issue here.
Okay. There are a lot of doctors who say you have to lose weight, right? And my doctor says the same thing, but I end up not following the doctor's orders. So I guess what I'm telling you is if we're to stay without a deal, Senator Warner said that is the equivalent of default. What do you say?
I think that the date itself and whether or not we're able to meet our credit obligations probably is a little bit flexible, an hour or a day maybe, but the issue
There's
is...
a big difference between an hour and a day.
Well, that's right, but the issue is the credit markets have lost confidence in our political system, in our ability to deal with this issue. So if we get to Tuesday and we haven't dealt with it, that confirms all the suspicions that they have, and I think that's what Senator Warner is talking about.
There's talk that Mitch McConnell has a backup plan, which would put the onus on the president, increase the debt ceiling, not a 14th Amendment thing, increase the debt ceiling. They work on a multi-stage process to come up with cuts, but it's kind of nebulous. But because it's nebulous and vague, everyone seems to rally around it.
Well, again, there has to be that backup plan. If we can't come to a major agreement for a long-term reduction in the deficit, we have to have a plan to avoid default. Hopefully that's going to be it.
You came here a few years ago. Did you ever think you'd be in the middle of a budget fight where we were looking at a government shutdown, and now one where we're in a debt fight, a credit downgrade, and another government shutdown?
Well, and then September 30th, the fiscal year ends. We're going to be right back here again, and that's why we can't do a 6-month deal, because then we'll be in the deficit situation.
Some say that gives the president a pass, though.
I just want to get it out of the political process.
Understood.
We want to inspire the confidence that we are ready to deal with this issue once and for all.
All right, Congressman Cal Ripken, good seeing you.
Thank you, Neil.
Good for you. You had perfect attendance in school?
Not quite. Not like this.
Pretty good. Pretty good. All right. We'll watch very, very closely. All right. There is something else being left out in this debate, and I just want to run some numbers by you, not to get all gobbledygookish, but some numbers that will put this in perspective like no other numbers I know. Stick around. You're watching continued live coverage from our nation's capital, where it has just cracked the 200-degree mark.